This is my testimony. It's not filled with a bunch of drama, a bunch of issues in life. Had it fairly simple. But the only issues I had were within me. I met Jesus at an early age of about 8 years old. I was attending church on a regular basis with my mom and dad down in Oklahoma. Went to church, I was involved with everything, but it wasn't until my junior, maybe my sophomore year in college that I actually came into true relationship with them. You see, I went to a service and there was a good word preached. And at the end, there was an altar call. And during this altar call, the preachers basically asked a simple question. If you were to die right now, do you know without a shadow of a doubt that you would make it into heaven? And I couldn't say that. So there wasn't a bunch of slobbering, a bunch of crying, it wasn't a bunch of hollering, but it was basically me just making a decision that said, for God I live, for God I die from this day forward. I made a choice. And from then on, I've been running for Jesus since. The greatest obstacle I've had to overcome in my life was insecurities. Insecurities with myself. I was a kid that in elementary and middle school, I had the big dorky glasses and the braces that lasted for years, it seemed, and went into like my 10th grade year. And I was never really attractive to all the females, even though a lot of my friends were always into relationships with everything. So I felt bad, not only was I not looking that great, but I was very smart. So a lot of people didn't find that very appealing or attractive. So I had a lot of insecurities with people liking me. People like me for all the wrong reasons. They like me for what I could give them, not necessarily my friendship or my personality. Of course, that lasted all the way into college and affected a lot of my relationships in life. But it wasn't until God really let His grace shine on me and I began to accept the fact that I was made and created in His image. It was then that I discovered that really it doesn't matter what people think about me. All that matters is what God thinks about me, how He feels about me. That's what I had to overcome. So you might be asking yourself, Thaddeus, how can I pray best for you? Well, even though I overcame a lot of those insecurities, I can't lie and say that they still don't pop up every once in a while. So pray for me that I stay secure in God's image, that I stay secure in God's grace, that I never let go of those words that He's instilled in me over the years. Also pray that I continue to develop as a Christian, because there are times where I feel like I get stagnant, I get into a rut, I get into a bad place. But I know that with your support and with God there by my side, I'm going to make it. I'm going to be okay. Ministry is going to be all right. And speaking of ministry, please continue to pray for our youth ministry here at The Bridge. It's not easy. It's not easy dealing with teenagers who one day they may love you, one day they may hate you, who go through daily life struggles that I may not be able to relate to. So just pray that I stay lifted and that I continue to seek God and find the best way to deal with all these issues that come across my way. I know you're praying. Just keep it up. God bless you.